And today is one of the simplest and fastest ways to get 70% more energy in 30 seconds or less. Now, we put this early because it's going to give you so much energy and so much value. If you look in this, the exercises in sports throughout the years, is a thing called martial arts or yoga. These old forms of exercise, Tai Chi, Qigong, what are they for? They focus on. They focus on the breath, focus on breathing. And it seems kind of strange because you think of, well, we all breathe, right? And of course, we have it on the top of our awesome pyramid here, right up here at air, is we look at cellular respiration is the most important part. Without breathing, you don't exist. As soon as you stop breathing, that's it. It's curtains. So what's interesting is over the last, what has it been? The last 100 years, and probably even less than that, maybe the last 50 or 60, we're spending a lot of time sitting at desks. You're probably sitting at a desk in front of your computer right now watching this. And here's the thing. As soon as I go into a sitting position, I compress my lungs. In other words, I'm not able to get as much oxygen inside the system. In fact, we're talking, here's our cell again. Remember, we have all those little mitochondria that gets the energy and turns oxygen into energy, right? These little energy furnaces. When you're getting oxygen in, okay, so we're getting oxygen in. This is what breath is, okay? And we're getting carbon dioxide out. So there's waste product going out and oxygen going in. Now here's the part that you may have never heard about. The most important part is getting the toxins out of the system. In other words, if you go into like martial arts where I go, ha! Okay? What I'm doing is I'm sending out the energy and the chi is coming out, or the exhale is a part. If I start in yoga, it's like, you start with the exhale. So take 5 seconds and start that. We're sitting right at your computer. Just tense up all your body and then exhale. Okay? Now, try it this way. Exhale and breathe. Now, what's interesting is if you concentrate just on the exhale part, the removing of the carbon dioxide, what you'll notice is that's what sets the body in the inhale happens automagically. Now, of course, if you're sitting at the desk, you can try that. You can sit at your desk and try breathing, or stand up and breathe. And you'll see the differences, is that there's a difference. Now, I want to share with you, there's a couple of different things that you need to understand. Of course, I came from a bodybuilding background, and it's kind of ironic is, it's the opposite of what you want to do. In bodybuilding, right, you stand on stage and you hold your breath like this, and you kind of go around like this. And, the thing is, it's kind of ironic because it's the absolute opposite of what you want to do if you want to breathe for health, vitality. If you want to breathe for health and vitality, you belly breathe. So as you inhale, your stomach comes out, and as you exhale, it comes back into its natural stuff. And now, of course, most people don't want to have their belly sitting out. But if you look at music, if you look at martial arts, you all concentrate on breathing from the belly and relaxing. And if you're sitting down like this, you can't do it. So one of the things to understand is if you go to deep breathing is to get up and to move your body to allow it to open up, and that you can get the oxygen in and the carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide out. And by the way, carbon monoxide, that's why it's so dangerous. Carbon monoxide joins onto your cells faster than just about anything. So you have these little, mechanisms that transport, oxygen to your cells, your little red blood cells. They go through your whole body and they transport oxygen in and they take carbon dioxide out. But carbon monoxide, same from fumes, or if you're in a city or whatever, they'll bond on that little cell faster than oxygen. So detoxification is very, very important. So let me just show you, a couple things, what I call the desktop recovery breathing. So most of us at a desktop, and we sit there, and you kind of get that tired, de-energized state, and you think of, oh man, I need some food, or I'm too tired, I need to go lay down. And what you want to do is you want to get up, okay? You can turn, I'll show you from both sides. So here, okay, you be like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold your hands out. I should step forward so I don't hit my board. And you're going to go, okay, start out, take 2 breaths, and then 2 inhales through the nose, tensing up the body. Now you can do that, and it's a double inhale. So the exhale part, it goes, it's like a ha, ha. It's kind of long, okay? That's your exhale. Okay? And then the inhale is I don't even know how you pronounce that. So you pronounce it however you want. Actually start with more of an N. Forget my writing, it's terrible, but you get the sound in through the nose. So start getting oxygen through the nose and just like that. So try it, and in conjunction with those things, start tensing. So it's and tense all the muscles inside the body. By doing that, that creates an electrical flow. Not only do you tie oxygen, but you tie electricity through tensing of your muscles. Okay, so that's the first one. We call it the double inhale. Okay, double inhale, double exhale. I do this one all the time. You know, as you go out there and experience these things, run that maybe 5-10 times if you're feeling tired or de-energized, excuse me, and that will kind of wake you back up, clear the mind or whatever, and then you can sit back at your desk or whatever. The other one that I want to share with you is kind of like a walking breath, okay? So what you do is you imagine yourself, you're going for a walk, and this one's going to increase your oxygen capacity, okay? What we call it is the 10, 10, 10. And what we're going to do is as you're walking along, you inhale for 10, hold for 10, and then you exhale for 10 as you walk. Now, the first few times that you do it, I doubt that you'll be able to do 10, 10, 10. The reason how this works, so start at like 5 seconds in, 5 seconds hold, and then 5 seconds exhale. What happens is you're able to build up pressure in here that forces more carbon dioxide out of your system and then allows you to get more oxygen. It also starts to strengthen these guys, these little mitochondria, so they become much more efficient. The reality is most of us in the, industrialized world, our little mitochondria have got kind of lazy. They're also carboned up. I don't know if you remember the old cars that had, carburetors, they'd get carboned up and you'd have to go out and drive fast on the road and all that sort of stuff to burn the carbon out of it. Well, it's kind of the same thing. When you first start deep breathing, it's going to feel kind of awkward or not quite right. But as you move forward with your deep breathing practice, 10, 10, 10, your quick energizer breaths, that sort of stuff, you can get more energy. And I'm going to share one more with you. It's called the superpower breathing. Now, I learned this from Paul Bragg. So Paul Bragg came up with what we call it. So it's, superpower breathing. And basically, if you're really tired or you're really feeling that, you just exhale, you go, big exhale, and then you come back up, stretching up as high as you can, opening up your whole body. Just like that. Let it out. You can relax and open up the body. Another way is when you take deep breaths, is you can lean to the other side and the other side. This opens up the chest cavity. What you don't want to get into is when you're breathing like this, what's called a rib cage breather or a chest breather. You don't want to go like this. You want to be able to breathe with very little movement in your chest. There'll be a slight movement because it's all what's called diaphragmatic breathing. And if you study with music teachers or singers or martial arts, they'll all start teaching you to breathe from your belly. This is where your power is. This is where your energy comes from. Okay, so that's the superpower breathing. And you know what? I'm going to give you one more. This is a very, very, very advanced. And this one was taught to me. It's the 30, 30, 30. Now, this kind of leads to more of a meditation practice. And if you really want to train your cells to kind of hit the optimal levels of efficiency and function, this one and this one are the strongest. The first two are kind of energizers and open up the body so you don't get those kinks and pains and keep you boosted. The 10-10-10 will start improving your lymphatic system so that you clear the toxins out. But the 30-30-30 is, sit comfortably, and what you'll do is you begin slow breathing for a count of 30, hold for 30, then exhale for 30, and then stay in the exhaled space for 30 seconds. You're like, wow, that's 2 minutes. That's true. So over the course, if you're practicing this one on a daily basis, start at just 5, 5, 5, and 5. That's the rule. And each day, I'm going to encourage you to just try and add 1 second to each one of these. What's really interesting is these breaths right here, they have a calming effect on the mind. They get you into a place of relaxation. Some people call it meditation, but just focusing on the breath allows you to kind of tune into your physicality and let go the troubles of the day. And it's amazing how a little bit of practice, by the time you get to the end of this program, you'll be able to do the 30-30-30-30 breath. Not only does it increase your vitality and energy, it calms the mind and gives you a sense of confidence and radiance about what you're doing that will make you be able to tackle even the toughest challenges in life with no worries, no anxiety. You'll be able to feel this. Believe me, breathing is one of the most powerful tools for physical transformation. And, the Harvard Medical Journal has now reported a variety of these breaths that you can learn from martial arts and yoga, or some of the things we talk about, actually have physiological results. And if they've been able to treat people of chronic conditions just by using the breath. So you might say, well, geez, Wade, breathing. I mean, can't everybody do it? Well, think of this. Breathing is the only thing that you can do both consciously and unconsciously. In other words, if you don't think about it, you're going to breathe. But if you do think about it, you can control your breathing. And by taking the control of your breath, you're able to optimize and set up this function of the body in a way that allows you to achieve super health and optimal performance. So that's it for today. So what I'd like you to do is pick 1 or 2 of these breaths and commit to doing this from here on out. Even if you can just do 5 per day. So whether it's the 10-10-10, whether it's the 30-30, which are starting out, or the walk one, or 5 superpower breaths when you get up in the morning. If you're tired in the morning, jump out of bed and just do those, right? If you're tired at your desk, do the breath, the chest breathing, right here at the desk, opening up the chest, tensing the muscles. Try those for yourself, but commit to 1 for the next week. The next 7 days, commit to 1 or try them all and see the effects. And of course, post on our website at BiOptimizers.com, and you can, let us know how it's working for us. And also, there's going to be further instructions on different breathing, the types of breathing that you can do. And I highly encourage you to go out, and if you want to go to the next level, you really want to go to a yoga class, or go to a martial arts class, or go see a breathing expert and see what breathing can do for your life today. So we'll see you on the next lesson. That's today, the first one of the awesome pillars, the 7 pillars to healing, health, and high performance, air. We'll see you on the next lesson.